Good evening. I'm Mark Sforzini, Executive and Artistic Director of the St. Petersburg Opera Company. Thank you for joining me for Opera and Chill. I am broadcasting live out of my home studio. You may notice my location has shifted since the last home video last week. I downloaded some OBS software over the weekend, and I'm going to be trying out some new stuff tonight. I hope you like the results. It is my maiden voyage, so be kind. Things will get better, but right now my adrenaline is really pumping because it has been a race since last week's show to try to get up to date on some newer things and to try some new technology things to enhance the show. So I'm really excited about the direction we're going in, and just remember, it's first time, so be kind. Things will get better. We live streamed our 2019 production of Gianni Schicchi tonight at 6 p.m. Gianni Schicchi is the third and final part of Puccini's El Trittico. That's a triptych. It's a triptych of operas, 3 one-act operas with contrasting themes. The first is a tragedy, Il Tabarro. The second is Suor Angelica. It has the distinction of being set in a convent, and there are only female characters on stage. You do hear some male voices in an offstage heavenly chorus, but on stage there are only female characters. And then the third opera is Gianni Schicchi, which is a comedy opera. And, for Puccini, that is a rare thing, a comedy opera. I'm accustomed to conducting all his tragedies, like Tosca and Madama Butterfly and La Boheme. So it was really, really fun to conduct Gianni Schicchi, the wonderful opera orchestra. There's so many different moods in the score. It opens with some very fast, exciting, virtuosic music and then settles into this sort of weeping motif. There's so many moods and contrast, and it's a tricky score. For the singers, I think knowing the entrances and exactly where they come rhythmically can be very tricky, and I just loved working with the cast. I thought they did a great job. Probably the most recognizable standalone aria from Gianni Schicchi is O mio babbino caro, sung by the character of Lauretta. And we're going to be doing Suor Angelica tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. we will make the broadcast of Suor Angelica live. But tonight it was Gianni Schicchi. And Gianni Schicchi and Suor Angelica will stay available for an entire week. So I do want to make sure that we thank our sponsors of the opera. The production of Gianni Schicchi in May 2019 at the Palladium Theater was sponsored by Gloria Matysik and Dick Caldwell, as well as the Norma Quantz Trust, Joanne Hammock, trustee, and our Series 13 artistic sponsor, Belinda Dumont, and the Tampa Bay Times. So thank you to all our sponsors. And Gianni Schicchi, if you are a buff in your literature, you may remember Gianni Schicchi is a character from Dante's Inferno. And Gianni Schicchi was a real live person. He lived in 13th century Florence. And in Dante's Inferno, in that particular chapter, I think it's chapter 30, Dante visits the circle of impersonators, and he sees a man savagely attacking another. He is told that the attacker is Gianni Schicchi, who has been condemned to hell for impersonating Buoso Donati and rewriting his will and making it highly favorable to Schicchi himself. So that is where the story comes from. And all of that sounded a little bit complicated. So I wrote a song. Tonight's dinner. Oh, I'm getting Facebook things flashing in here. Like I said, I'm figuring out all this technology, so I will figure out how to turn those notifications off on my computer and not get distracted. But I wrote a song, a little Gianni Schicchi plot song. Because it is a little complicated, and it has a whole bunch of characters. And even though I did a little recorded version of this show earlier, but I really believe in the live aspect of this. So I'm going to go for it live, mistakes and all. And I have to pull up the accompaniment here on my cell phone and play it through a speaker. But this technology is going to get better over the next couple of weeks. Okay, so here we go. This is the Gianni Schicchi song. Cousin Buoso bit the big one, left the friars all his kingdom. That's a big house and a sawmill, but the will left out the family and they're weeping all out loud. Cousin Simone, he's the oldest. Cugina Zita, she's the boldest. Comic opera, very funny. All they care about is who will get the money. All the relatives of Buoso cry and cry and cry and try to figure out a way. The friars get it all, and now they need a clever lawyer who will come save the day. Johnny Skiki is the man Renuccio says that they should get to come and save the day. But Zita hates his guts, so we must put aside our differences if we're to have a play. Spinelloccio, he's a doctor. Penelino, just a cobbler. Soromantio is notario, and they play a part in all this folderallo. Lauretta, Skiki's daughter, wants to marry handsome otter, but he's low class and a tanner, and the others do not like to share state center. All the silly little antics that ensue will surely please and delight you. Sexy Nella using all her sex appeal. La Chiesca also has that skill. Oh my, what could possibly go wrong? Giacomo, you're so clever, Puccini. Johnny Skiki, sneaky, sneaky, writes a new will, sneaky, tweaky. Things don't turn out like we wanted. I begin to think that this house probably haunted. We must run now, been evicted. Skiki's house now, so restricted. Just to daughter and Renuccio. It's a happy ending for the two of them, though. That's it. That's the Johnny Skiki song. Live. Hope you liked it. And that was the accompaniment music was Dance of the Hours, and there was a middle strain that was from Pizzicati from Sylvia. So a little song there to help you remember the plot of Johnny Skiki and all of those characters. I want to give a shout out to the stage director of our Johnny Skiki, Josh Miller. It was Josh's first time working here, and it was a pleasure to work with Josh. The costumes were done by Glenn Breed and Wardrobe Witchery. Glenn has done costumes for dozens of St. Pete Opera shows over the years. Lighting was by Keith Arsenault, and wigs and makeup by Brittany Rapice. So a big shout out to all those folks and the fabulous St. Pete Opera Orchestra you heard playing tonight. Although a lot of you might, maybe this show will pique your interest and you'll go watch the Johnny Skiki. It's available on YouTube for the week. It's less than an hour long, comic opera, lots of fun. So I want to steer you that way. So, big surprise tonight, I have a special guest from the cast. And that special guest is Lucas Levy, who plays the character of Renuccio in Johnny Skiki, the Johnny Skiki you just saw. So I'm going to fiddle with my technology here and see if I can transition Lucas Levy to our stage. Here we go. Transition, and there he is. Hi, Lucas. How are you?
Hi, Maestro. I'm doing well.
Thanks for having me. Have you been tuning into the show?
Of course.
Yeah,
had to watch the show.
Yeah. Were you pleased with your performance in the Johnny Skiki?
I thought it went pretty well.
Yeah, I thought you sounded terrific, Lucas. And have you been tuning in to this little broadcast tonight?
Yes, absolutely. I very much enjoyed the song.
I hope you don't mind I referred to you as a handsome otter.
Cracked me up.
A little Urban Dictionary there, if you're not sure what that means. All right. So, so it's great to have you here, Lucas. You have been a St. Pete Opera favorite. You've been with us several times. Will you remind me what the shows were? And I think I have a place here where I can show some images also. Tell us about the shows you were here for.
So my first show was in 2017. It was The Tales of Hoffman, where I played the four servants. And then after that, Into the Woods where I played Rapunzel's prince and covered the baker.
Yes, let
Then
me pause
in
there because I just flashed.
yes,
I'm gonna flash up a picture there. So there you are as Rapunzel's prince, and you are standing with Cinderella's prince, Kevin Grace. So that was the same season as the Tales of Hoffman was the End of the Woods, correct?
that's right.
All
Kevin and
right.
I had so much fun doing those roles.
And then what else?
After that, the next season was La Traviata, where I sang Gastone, and then The Music Man, where I was Marcellus Washburn. And then
Was that a fun role?
that was a blast. It was like nothing I'd ever done before.
And was there and then
Just
after that was the Johnny Skiki, right?
after that was Johnny Skiki. That's right.
I'm gonna flip the picture here one more time for the audience. I want them to get a glance at. I'm showing them a picture of you and Lauretta at the end of the opera. What was it like working with your co-star there, Stephanie Jabret?
Oh my God. Stephanie is just such a doll. I love her. And she sings like an angel. She was just so much fun to work with. And that wasn't the first time we worked together because we did Into the Woods together as well.
That is correct. And I hope Stephanie's tuning in tonight. I'm not as on top of the Facebook feed as I usually am because I'm trying out all this new technology and I actually don't have an available device to be watching the Facebook stream. But I am going to take live questions towards the end. I do have somebody here who's gathering questions, and they're going to bring me questions around 7:55. So if you're out there and you're watching and you have some questions, go ahead and type them in to the comments there, and we'll try to get them answered. So you mentioned the Tales of Hoffman. That was your first, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you played the four servants, and one of the servants is Franz. So we dug up a clip of you singing Franz's aria Jour et Nuit
Oh my
to
God.
show. So
Okay. This should be fun.
set us up for that. Tell us why your character sings this aria. What's going through his head?
Okay. Franz is Crespel's decrepit old deaf servant. And in this aria, he complains about how hard he works all the time when all he wants to do is sing and dance. And he's not really good at either of those things.
All right, that's a great setup. So here's the anticipation, and I'm going to use my technology to transition into that clip. And we're back with Lucas on the split screen. Oh my gosh, I forgot that after the splits you sang that high D.
Maestro, I got to be honest. After the split, I kind of blacked out. I don't remember anything that happens after that.
Have you done the splits in a live performance since Tales of Hoffman?
You know, I actually have. I did one at the end of Shipoopi in The Music Man.
That was in the same time period. You know, there was a bit of physicality in that Tales of Hoffman number. You were doing some stretching there, some deep knee bends, and did you have to do some physical training to be ready for all that?
You know, I kind of just hoped for the best and hoped that I wouldn't hurt myself too much.
Well, that was very entertaining, very fun to relive those good memories with you. Now, what are you working on? Gosh, tell us where you are sheltering in. Where are you now?
So I'm right now sheltering in place outside of Boston with my family. I left New York at the beginning of March when things started looking a little grim, and I've been here with my family and my girlfriend ever since. And it's been really nice. And I am occupying my time when I'm not singing. I am co-hosting an online dating show.
That is fascinating. How does the online dating show work?
So every season, which is 3 days, we have 6 people, and they each come on for the first night, and everyone goes on 3 blind dates with just audio only. And then the second night, audio only with their 2 best matches. And on the third night, they finally get to see their number 1 match. And it's been really successful. A bunch of our contestants have stayed in touch, and we'll see what happens when the world reopens. But it's been really fun.
That reminds me of this show when I was in England for a vacation for 10 days, and actually got a flat tire out in northern England in the wilderness, and just happened upon this inn to stay in, and ended up watching some TV late at night, and this show came on. I don't remember what it was called, but there were 6 contestants, and somebody was trying to date the 6 contestants, and you only saw a part of their body at first. And you actually saw all of their lower part of their body before you even saw their face.
I know exactly what show you're talking about. My girlfriend loves that show.
I mean, you know, you can't stop watching. It's Well, if somebody wanted to tune in for your dating show, how would they find that?
They would go to jointheround.com/pandemiclove.
jointheround.com/pandemiclove. All right, I love
Yep.
that. Well, vocally, what have you been up to vocally?
I've been, it took a little bit of time once things started before I felt like singing again. But over the last couple of weeks, I've been singing a lot. I've been singing just all kinds of stuff. Anything that I wasn't normally singing before. So just anything that made me feel good and that didn't have old associations to it. So I've been singing a lot of Verdi, a lot of the big Verismo things that nobody does anymore. Just fun stuff.
Well, speaking of big Verismo things, I do recall at our Bella Voce Gala about a year ago, you sang Vesti la Juba with our orchestra at the Don Cesar
That's
Hotel.
right.
Is there, would I have to do some arm twisting? How hard would it be to get you to sing Vesti la Juba for us now live?
I think we could do it.
You had to do it? Okay. All right. Are you going to do it in are you going to do it in the room you're in, or do you want to move to like a more live room? Or
there is one room in this house that is has the best acoustic of any room, and that is the garage. So let's take a little field trip We're gonna leave
All right,
leave the kitchen and head to the garage.
This is fun. Might we see your parents or girlfriend on the way?
They are all upstairs watching this.
I'm going to take a moment to check my phone and see if we have some questions, because we're going to do a Q&A here after this. Let's see. Oh, hello, Patrick Evans. So thrilled that you're watching. Alexandra, nice that you're watching. Susan. Philip. Oh, great. This is so nice. It's so fun to look here on the thread and see friends. Dana. Awesome. Alex. Michael. Gloria. Wow. Josh. Our stage director, Josh Miller. Lewis. Sarah. Thank you all for watching. Let's see, I don't see any questions. Are we in the garage already? Okay, that was fast.
We are in the garage. Wait. Do you want a quick ready for this? Here we are. Here is car, trash cans, all kinds of stuff, tools, and we're back.
This is so real and live. I love it. I love it. It's live. It's Facebook
Yep, and this
Live,
is where I sing
Opera
until I
and
get
Chill.
too cold, and then I go back inside.
All right, so tell us just briefly about this aria you're about to sing from Pagliacci.
All right, I'm going to sing Vesti la Giubba, which is from the end of Act 1, when Canio has just discovered that his wife Nedda has been cheating on him, but he doesn't know who the mystery man is. And right after he finds this out, it's time to get ready to put on their show. And Canio is putting on the makeup and getting ready to be funny and laugh when all he wants to do is cry. But the show must always go on.
All right, take it away.
All right, here we go.
Non so più quel che dico e quel che faccio, eppure dopo sorsati, se tu forse tu sei Pagliaccio. E la faccia infarina, la gente paga e rider vuole qua, e se alchin t'invola Colombina, Pagliaccio, e ognun applaudirà. Tramuta il latino spasmo il pianto, il nudo smorfia il insidioso velo. Il
Bravo! Bravo, Lucas! Bravo, bravo, bravo! I'm transitioning back to split
you, Maestro.
screen. You need to move slightly to your right. Just a little more to your right. Move a little more to your right. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Oh. Are you? That was fantastic, Lucas. Thank you so much for giving us that live performance.
Thank you so much for having me on, Maestro. This was a blast.
Before we go, it is time for question and answer. And it looks like the only question I've got is a question for you. It is from our stage director,
all right.
Dr. Josh Miller, wants to know, Lucas, where is your cute car?
Josh, oh, wait, you want to see? We can, hold on. Ready for this? I'm going to open the garage door.
All right, Josh, we're going to get a view of that cute car.
If you can see outside, I'm going to turn this around.
You.
Park outside, but it is outside on the street.
I see it. It's the first of the two cars there. That cute little one, right? There it is. Josh acknowledges that he's watching and sees it. Yeah. And,
all right.
And Johnny Skiki, Sung Young Bak is watching, and he says,
right, go back inside.
He says, can you hear me? Sung Young Bak says you can marry his daughter Loretta anytime.
Hyun. Oh, I miss Hyun so much.
Well, Lucas, you know, it takes a lot of courage to be the first, and you were the first one to go down this adventure with me of trying out all this new software and streaming technology. So I don't know how to thank you enough. And I know all our viewers are so thrilled to get that wonderful live performance of Vesti La Juba. You have a great night, Lucas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maestro. And this is so nice because it was the first performance that I've done since the world went crazy. So this was really nice for me, too.
Awesome. All right. So we're leaving Lucas Levy, and I'm getting ready to wrap up for the night. So it's question and answer. I see Stephen Ray has a question. What is your dream role, and have you already played it? I'm assuming that was a question for Lucas, who is no longer with me, so I will just have to answer it for myself. I think it would be a lot of fun to do a Professor Henry Higgins in My Fair Lady. I think that would be a very fun role, although I don't think that question was for me. All right, so we are going to, one last thing before my final comments. Tomorrow night, we will be airing Suor Angelica, Puccini's opera, one-act opera with an all-female cast. It will stream at 6 p.m. You can go to our website to get that link. But I wanted to give you a little teaser for it. So we have a short clip of Suor Angelica to entice you here. And I'm transitioning over to that. So that was a little clip from Suor Angelica. And as a wonderful treat tomorrow night on the Facebook Live Opera and Chill at 7:30 p.m., I will have as my guest tomorrow night Susie Hellman Spadafora. So I know you don't want to miss that. So it's been great being with all of you tonight. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mark Sforzini signing off for St. Petersburg Opera Company, keeping our listeners and our artists in our hearts. See you again soon, as in tomorrow night.